can... Okay, so the desktop's not connected, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
I am not going to be surprised if it comes out that that was a terror attack.
They're saying
Oh,
all the
on
evidence.
Portugal?
There's
Spain?
Yeah, they're saying it doesn't point to a cyber attack, and the Portuguese grid, because they've also were affected due to being interconnected. They've said apparently they suspect the cause to be basically related to um, power fluctuations related to just extreme temperatures in some regions of Spain that basically overpowered the grid's ability to compensate for normal amount of power fluctuation.
Our
Like
modern, our current power grids are not able to support the amount of power they use, or that we use.
Don't mind me, people on stream. I have to redo my setup very slightly. Because I appeared upside down. Whoop. Oh, I gotta change my player name. I'm no longer Allison. Whoop. Hmm?
You're now Alex Ray.
Alright, let me change that real quick. Whoop. Whoop. There we go.
It's not bright in my eyes. Sun too.
No, not. Okay, I am now Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan O'Donovan?
Donovan O'Donovan.
He's very Irish. You can do an Irish accent?
God, no. Could not if I tried.
So it's Donald O'Donovan, but his middle name is Donald, so he's Don.
Dun, 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 dun. I have to find Benji's camera. My overlay. I can't believe it got this messed up. It's so funny.
I don't know why I can't hear my spooky music. Did I turn off the ability to hear it? It's playing.
Well, that's good.
I just can't hear it.
Weird.
I could hear it if I unmute your stream, so.
I can't hear it through Discord.
There we go. Everything's all back to where it should be. Yippee.
I don't need to hear it.
Thank you, Ares. Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Dinosaur.
Man, your blinds, Benji, are trying to blind you. The sun's just directly on your face.
It's so bright. it's only 65 degrees out.
Jeez.
But the sun is making me actively sweat like it's 80.
Alright. I think everything is all fixed for me. Yippee.
I made the map a little prettier.
Nice. Oh yeah, right. I should open that to check that. Beep. Twitch. Mute. There we go. Oh shit, I have to change this, don't I? Yes, I do. Tabletop RPGs. Oop. Oh. Okie dokie. Now I can view the map whenever. Guess I'll turn on some background music. Jesus, that's loud. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Some Jungle Paradise DMCA free music.
I've decided I'm going non-verbal for this stream, so I'm just going to
fully non-verbal.
Just use eye motions to indicate what's happening.
Alright,
No, I'm actually gonna speak
I would hope so.
my mouth hole.
With your mouth hole. Also, I picked a name that starts with a D now, so now we can be the trio of D names.
Oh, is everybody a D name now?
Yeah.
Did you want to knock on my door?
Oh, yeah, true. The share chat. Whoops. Keep forgetting about that. Knock, knock. There we go.
Did you share your character sheet, your new one, anywhere?
I did. Yeah,
Not
it's
critical.
it's in the general chat.
Ah, I was looking at
Yeah. I only put it there because that's where we had our other sheets. Jesus! Who's raided me? Oh my god, what? Oh, hi, Saber. Scared the shit out of me. Hello! We just started, don't worry. Thank you for the lurk, Artichoke. What were you playing, friend? Howdy. Hello. Left 4
Did I
Dead
find a
2.
water bottle?
Looks like a
Oh, is that the
cool
smart
water bottle. Oh, is it the smart one? Oh,
Yeah,
wild.
got the LEDs and stuff in it. Glows.
Wow.
And it
Your water
tracks
is supercharged.
Water. Tracks each sip.
Nice. Smart water bottle. Crazy.
Well, should we get started?
I think so.
Does anyone want to summarize what happened last time?
I can read out the summary I wrote from last time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah, so the adventure so far basically is when they landed on the
Time
titular
on
Dino
Dino
Island,
Mhm.
our trio of heroes were taking on a tour guide by Gary, a local guide.
Can't hear me.
During this tour, they briefly noticed some shadowy figures on the fringes of the forest, and that we all absolutely, completely, immediately forgot about. But they're
Oh, yeah,
there
that.
in the.
It's on my, it is in my notes.
The shadowy figures.
Yeah, like I wrote in the summary, any consideration for this mystery was soon thrust out of their thoughts by the emergence of a menacing Allosaurus, which promptly snapped poor Gary in two.
Rip.
We knew
Poor
you so
Gary.
briefly.
Rip Gary.
I made him up 5 seconds before I killed him.
Poor
Poor guy.
Poor man.
After fleeing the Allosaurus in the Jeep, which we decided was totally there, the party nearly ran over a Spinosaurus, and the car was immediately then destroyed. Doug was basically hurled out of the vehicle during the crash and fled into the jungle, finding a radio tower with a small padlocked shack at its base. He found a shovel around the back of the shack, but decided that before he wanted to break in, he wanted to climb the radio tower and see what was going on around him. He took a good look, saw some interesting things, and then as he came down, he noticed there was a new friend prowling at the base of the ladder. Not the sort of friend he really wanted to meet, because it was a velociraptor.
Indeed.
He attempted to distract it by throwing a brush from his trusty paleontological tool belt, which did draw the velociraptor away to the fringe of the forest, but unfortunately also attracted a second one out of the forest. And so when we left him, Doug was still clinging to the ladder, about to decide, I guess, what his next move was going to be. Meanwhile, while all that was happening to Doug, unbeknownst to him, Daniel and Allison had found his trail after hiding from the Spinosaurus, but as they attempted to follow the trail, Allison decided to poke around for medicinal plants and instead found a velociraptor nest. When they attempted to retreat, they found out that the nest was not in fact unattended, and a nearby adult attacked them. Daniel shot it with his bow, briefly knocking it over, but as they attempted to flee, Allison tripped and was savaged by the raptor. Fortunately, she survived this initial attack, and Daniel bravely threw himself at the raptor, stabbed it, but was once again thrown off and concussed as he hit a tree. Allison attempted to distract the dinosaur with a penlight, which completely backfired, and
So mad.
and drew the Velociraptor's attention right back to herself. Fortunately, despite the concussion, Daniel was able to place another arrow straight through the Velociraptor's skull, thus saving Allison from its imminently closing jaws.
That was a crit, right?
Yeah, I think we described it as in one eyeball, out the other. Now, Allison was still seriously injured, and now had a dino on her, a dead dino corpse strewn across, like lying on top of her.
Indeed.
Instead of just waiting for Daniel to get rid of the body, she tried to crawl out from under it while seriously injured and made her injury worse.
I wriggled so hard I died.
And then her final act was to attempt to instruct Daniel through basic first aid, but in his concussion, he screwed up and, yeah, killed her.
Well, I'm knocked out, but...
No, actually, no.
Yeah.
Didn't kill her, but basically she's fully out of commission,
Yeah.
and her
Oh yeah.
limp, useless body is being carried by Daniel through the jungle.
Yeah. So now I'm a liability.
So there we go. That's the state of things as we left them.
How many
Indeed.
stories did that character tell, by the way? Or you were
Allison?
keeping track of that, right? Yeah.
She told... I'd have to get my character sheet up. I'm pretty sure she only told 2. Yeah, because the
As long as
first
you
one
were keeping
was...
track of it, I don't...
I think it was 2, because she was saying, like, the first one was the fucking, the kid that she, like, couldn't...
Almost killed.
Basically almost killed. The second one was that she wasn't a real...
His name was... Donovan. No.
Oh my god, can you imagine? So,
He's
yeah, for
followed
anyone
her all
joining
this way
now,
for revenge.
Donovan Mitchell is the character who I had to make for this session, and hopefully he also doesn't get KO'd. We'll see.
I mean, kids in this have superpowers, so...
Yeah, it's pretty great. If I call for help,
As in-
somebody's gotta come.
Yeah, like, literally, they can do a...
Heal?
Yeah, what would you call that?
A summoning spell.
A summoning spell,
Basically, yeah.
On the other players.
Yeah, I can
Um,
cry out for another hero for help, and they must answer my call. Or when nobody else has a crucial skill, I may reveal that I, in fact, have that skill because I'm a precocious kid. So, I just have to do just do it.
It's the Linux system.
the kid is so overpowered, I love it.
Yeah.
But they make up for that by being a child.
Yes, I also...
It's literally underpowered.
Yeah, I have a +1, a +1, and a -1, so... Yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess let's start things off again with Doug. Doug Garock,
Yeah.
paleontologist.
Hanging by a thread on a ladder.
Duggarok are trusty, scatterbrained, and dusty paleontologist.
Forever dusty, like the guy from Peanuts,
Oh,
Charlie Brown.
yeah. Pigpen.
Pigpen, yeah.
So, like I said, Doug, well, basically, I'm currently on the ladder. I've managed to get the Velociraptor away from the base of the ladder. And, you know, given my general lack of combat training and the fact that it's 2v1, I kind of feel like my best move here is running away. I should reopen the actions sheet. Where is it?
There's a run. You roll plus fit.
So before you do that, as you go to do that, suddenly you hear a familiar sound that you weren't expecting to hear, which is the thump 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 of drums in the dark in the deep. Oh, of a helicopter, and you watch this. It's like a Chinook style military double rotored helicopter, and it goes overhead. And as you watch this thing, the raptors also look up. They don't see you, luckily, and you see this large creature with a massive wingspan and a huge mouth just kind of attack this thing, or attack the helicopter, and it just like flames start coming out of it and it starts to spiral down to the ground. Then you hear a big crash, and as you are sitting there wondering like what the fuck, you notice that the velociraptors head off in the direction of the crash.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, great for me. Do I have an idea whereabouts in what direction this crash is?
I'm gonna say yes because you're literally on a
radio
high
tower?
point. So yeah, you have a pretty good idea of where it is.
All right. Well, I'm going to take advantage of the velociraptors leaving to do or hopefully leaving, do what I originally intended, which is break into the shack with the shovel.
Sure.
What action would that be?
Basic moves.
Just do it. Or
That's more of
or
like when you're
physicality?
under pressure.
Hold on to your butt.
Hold on to your butt,
Yeah.
because it's physicality. Yeah.
Roll
Power through
plus
difficulty. Yeah.
Fit. And so the scoring system is 10 and above is a success, right?
Yes.
So 6 and below is a fail. 7
Yeah.
through 9 is a success with complications, and 10 and above is a success. Straight
Yeah.
success.
So for hold on to your butt. Should I close my window, by the way? Are the voices coming in?
The voices
You
are
can hear
coming in
them,
a
but it's
little
not-
bit, but it's not loud.
All right.
Not bothersome.
I'll close my window. Just give me a second.
I don't know. I feel bad. My window's open, making you close yours.
Our window is also open. Actually surprised I don't really hear
Make
cars right now.
There we go. I'll probably reopen it later at some point, but
I accidentally broke a dead branch off my tree.
Oh no.
It was dead. It's fine.
So yeah, I'll read out because I don't know if we actually did hold on to your butt last time, but I
I
guess
think we
just
did,
as
but
a-
feel free to read them out anyway.
Yeah, I figured as a refresher. So when you rely on sheer physicality to power through difficulty or ignore a debilitating injury, roll plus fit. On a hit, you tough it out. On a 7 to 9, you succeed, but you're exhausted. Take -1 to your next roll with fit. On a miss, you're seriously injured. Yay.
Woohoo.
Amy,
Yes.
I just noticed that my chat has decided not to be shared chat,
Oh, I'll re-knock. Not bad.
even though it seemed to have worked before. So I was like looking at it, I was like, man, just nobody's chatting today.
There we go.
Shared chat started.
I fixed. I think I forgot to turn it on.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Alright. I rolled a total of 8, so that's a partial success, I guess, trying to... Basically, I just grab the handle of the shovel, try and shove it through the chains of the padlock, and just try.
Yeah, you do that. It requires a lot of effort to snap a padlock, but you do manage it. And like the classic, like, and it crashes. You fall back, but you don't get hurt. Yeah, you've managed to open this door.
I go poking around the shed. I guess that's a scavenge action.
Yeah,
But I don't get to tell the story
you
because
don't get to tell
I'm
the story.
all by myself.
All
Again.
by
And
myself.
I would have gotten to tell so many
What?
stories.
And what are you looking for?
Supplies? I imagine.
Just general?
I mean, given what's been happening, some
Weapon?
sort of weapon
Yeah.
would be not a
Like a
I'm like either looking
Like
for
a shovel.
weapon
Looks back at broken shovel.
Ah, curse my
Or-
luck.
a communications device.
Mm.
You stumble upon a rocket launcher.
So, yeah, scavenge. I'll read out this action as well. When you and another hero take a quiet moment to search for useful objects or information, tell them a story, and roll plus clever. On a 10 plus, you find something useful, maybe even that one thing you were hoping for. On a 7 to 9, you find something handy, but make a lot of noise. You can pretend no dinosaurs heard you, if it makes you feel better. On a miss, you find something bad. So,
Give us a roll.
that's base 9 plus 2, so total 11.
Yeah, so you go into this small little windowless room, kind of, if you've ever seen a utility building, that's essentially what it is at the base of a radio tower. There's some radio equipment there, like stuff that's built in, but there doesn't appear to be any power. Like you try the switch and there's nothing. And you do find a radio, like a walkie-talkie, that appears to work, but you do only find one of them. And you also find, what would you find? You would find a sledgehammer.
I've got a single walkie-talkie, a sledgehammer, and then in this location there is a bunch of communications equipment, but it's unpowered.
Yes.
I attempt to, take the walkie-talkie, and I'm like, press the button. Hello? Hello? Does anyone have is anyone out there?
Several long seconds pass, and then you hear helicopter crash.
Say again?
There's no answer.
Damn. He's dead, Jim.
I guess that's a good place to switch over to Ares, who is Daniel Bear, and he has just failed at surgery and is now bringing a dead and dying Allison Reyes to wherever he's headed.
As far as I know, I think we were still headed towards the direction that we saw Duggarock head into.
Okay, so yeah, you keep following this path. It's heavy work carrying a whole ass person, but you can do it. You're a wilderness person, and as you're nearing this, you see this tall structure in the distance, and you start to near it, and you see basically the same thing that Corwin's character saw, which is the helicopter comes and gets attacked by something, and then you see it fall and hear a crash.
No shit. All right. We're gonna try and keep as quiet as we've been keeping, just in case there are any more raptors around or something bigger.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether I want you to roll hide on that, because you're not actually changing your behavior, so it was what you were already doing. So what are you doing? Are you just standing there, or are you headed somewhere?
Well, we're still headed towards the radio tower. That's where we saw Doug kind of head towards.
Okay. So yeah, you do that. Let us go over to. It's a grisly scene. There's a large black helicopter with it's on its side, and its rotors are snapped, and there's just stuff everywhere. There's two like just absolutely mangled bodies that are like in various places. They got flung from the wreck, and then there is one guy at the front who is like damn this thing on the radio, and he kind of he walks out, and he's like damn it, no response, and he crouches down, and he looks around, he's like, oh hey kid, you're awake, and he grabs this kid by the arms and carefully drags them out of the underneath the helicopter, and they come out, and they are
cool. Donovan Mitchell is the child. He's looking a little sporty. He's got a nice little soccer jersey kind of t-shirt thing on. He's not sporty at all, really. His parents just really want him to be. He's actually quite a nerdy little kid who really likes National Geographic, has a bajillion magazines of it and posters. And he came to this island because there was a giveaway, a lottery, kind of an opportunity to visit this Dino Island that National Geographic put on. And while Donovan didn't win, much as he very excitedly entered, he did end up finding the paper that had the winning numbers, and he kind of got himself onto a helicopter, which has just crashed, and he finds himself on the island.
Nice. Yeah, so you step out of the helicopter. You're a bit battered, but you were lucky.
My jersey's been scorched.
You're not seriously injured. Your clothes
Okay,
are a
fair
bit
enough.
tattered.
Okay.
And the guy with you is the helicopter pilot, who you don't really know. You've met him in passing because you've like you're acquainted at this point, but you don't really know him at all.
Okay.
And he is just this guy.
This is man.
Yeah, and he's like trying to figure out what to do.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do at this point?
Well, I think Donovan would be pretty bewildered about the whole thing. Like, he's like kind of trying to orient himself a little bit. Does he hear anything? Is there any, like, I don't know, dino sounds in the jungle that he can hear, like, that he might be scared by?
I mean, you hear far off, like, jungle sounds.
Okay.
So it might be kind of scary for you, but you wouldn't.
I wouldn't think.
Just going back to your invitation to Dino Island. You don't know this is a Dino Island.
Right. Yeah.
You're aware that this is some sort of like exciting nature preserve with cool animals.
Yeah.
But you don't know what those cool animals are.
Okay. Cool.
But you do hear like hooting and screeching in the distance, but you would attribute that to jungle sounds.
Okay. Cool. Well, I feel like he'd probably want to, actually, let me check to see what I have in my person. Swiss Army knife, candy bar, okay.
You've got 101 dynamite dinosaur jokes.
Perfect. Should make sure that I have that. There we go. Okay. I think he would probably, so he'd be pretty close. He'd probably like kind of like pretty close to the pilot to be like, "Hey, like are you okay? Are we going to be okay?" Like he'd be a little spooked cuz he's survived a helicopter crash.
And this person who now has a name, because he's introduced himself to you in the past, but I had to come up with a name. His name is Jonathan Grimes.
Johnny. All right, cool.
Johnny Grimes. Yeah, and he's basically is like it's all gonna be okay, kid. It's we're gonna find some help. We're gonna radio someone. We're gonna get off this island.
Okay. Hey, that sounds good. And I'll just start to nervously like reach into my pocket and just like munch on this candy bar that I got.
All right, cutting back to Doug. All D names, right?
Yes.
Doug, Donovan, and Daniel.
Indeed.
No potential for confusion whatsoever.
Nope.
Alright, well, I've got a walkie-talkie. I've got a sledgehammer. I don't really want to go wandering off after the velociraptors. Like, the crash is clearly, I'm thinking about the crash, but I'm also thinking that the velociraptors went that way, and I don't know how much I can do by myself.
I mean, you don't have to go anywhere. You can just stay where you are. If you're
I sure did.
But
let me just remind y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not telling
too
you
long.
hurry the fuck up, but if you guys are taking a long time, I get to make bad things happen.
Indeed.
It's in the rules.
Dinos.
But I'm not gonna be like, you've taken 2 minutes already. More like come
The
on,
clock
guys,
is up.
move on, you know.
17 seconds. Tyrannosaurus.
can
Be snappy.
I guess now that I found this, so it's not broken radio equipment, it's just not powered.
Well, it doesn't
Or I
look
can't
broken
tell.
to you.
Yeah.
It looks like normal radio equipment. It like you're flicking switches and it's just dead. Like nothing's happening.
Is there any wiring I can take a look at?
If you want.
Just is there, I guess does this go to a generator somewhere, or is there some sort of power grid?
Yeah, I mean, you can walk around the outside and see that there is not a generator.
Okay.
At least if there is one, you can't find it.
Yeah. What to do? I have no idea where Daniel and Allison, whom I believe to still be well and fine at last I saw them, where they are.
I think that's the perfect time for Allison and I to arrive.
Yeah. So Corwin, you hear this crack. You hear twigs crack, and you're like, oh, what's that? and something's walking out of the forest towards you, and it's this big shape, kind of lopsided shape with no wait, that's two people.
I was like, do I roll hide?
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah.
while
Holy
you're
shit,
deciding
are-
what to do,
what's
they show up.
yeah,
Well,
just
they.
1.5 people. Holy shit, what happened to you guys is basically what comes out.
Oh, Allison.
She wasn't fast enough to outrun any raptors. We caught 2 of them and almost a child. How are you doing?
I mean, I've found this radio tower, took a look from the top. There's some... I can remember what I saw from the radio tower. There was a compound, I think, sort of not far from here, and then a big, just a big glass dome over north, and a lake by the base of the mountain. Those are, I think, the things that I spotted. And then while I was up there, some velociraptors came out, but I was trying to distract them, and then, you know, well, did you hear the crash? I mean, that drew them right away, so I came back down and broke into this shack to see if there was anything useful. I found a walkie-talkie and I guess a sledgehammer, just, you know.
So, as you guys are looking up at the sky, when you're like indicating, like, did you see the crash? You see this streak of red. And then it's gone.
Oh shit, it looked like someone survived the crash. And, I mean... I saw the
I'm not
velociraptors head
pigeonholing
that
you guys at
way.
all.
I saw the velociraptors headed that way. I'm like, I'm worried what would happen to them, but, I mean, it's not like we can carry Allison and, you know, back to some velociraptors. Like, what do we do with her?
Yeah, my idea is to go the opposite direction of that crash. Anything and everything on the island is going to head towards whatever that sound was. I think we should head towards where we've been trying to head this entire time, which is back up to the like outpost thing that we saw earlier. But quick question: do we have a map? Like a in character? Do we have map?
I'm gonna say no, but you are a experienced tracker and hunter, so you would have a very good mental map of your surroundings. And Corrin was just up on a radio tower, so you all have a fairly good idea of which direction things are.
Alright, I was just figuring, like, oh, if we had this map or one of us was like sketching it out in a book or something, we could actually like mark it out and have our little map here in game.
If you want to RP that, you can. If you would have that, then go ahead. It won't improve or unimprove your character's ability. Won't change. That's the word.
Story.
There's a word for that.
Canon. Yeah, if you're all done here, just be careful with that thing. It could be a little unwieldy. I think we should see if we can head out and stop Allison from making too much noise.
All right, we
He's just
switch.
gonna-
We switch
Yeah.
back to Akame.
Yeah.
So Jonathan's just fired a flare up into the sky.
Right.
It's like, we weren't getting any radio communications before the crash. So like, I mean, who's even out there to see that thing?
Well, you never know. I mean, maybe there was some other kid who got really lucky and got, you know, invited by National Geographic. Maybe there's another child. And I'm just like playing with my dinosaur. I have a little dinosaur toy.
Of course, you have a little dinosaur toy.
It's so cute. I love that. So I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? Like a Shesma question. Have you been here before, mister?
Yeah, once or twice. It's a fairly routine helicopter flight from the mainland to here. Though I usually don't come this far into the woods. I usually land at the compound, and he kind of points in a direction that he thinks the compound is in.
Oh.
And he's like, if I could find a damn landmark, then excuse my language.
Oh, that's okay. I won't tell anyone.
How old is this child?
11. I when I was 11, I was like, I don't want to say bad words.
11-year-olds are old enough to start being annoying.
Yeah.
I was. Most of my words were bad words.
We grew up very differently.
We grew up very differently.
I really didn't swear much until I went to college. Just didn't.
Yeah. I was like, there's no need. I'll be like, so the compound, so like, is that, I mean, you said you haven't been out this far, but like, should we go that way? Maybe? Towards the compound?
Well, they say the first rule of surviving in the wilderness is to, if you're lost, is to stay put so people can find you.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. But what if other things find us? What if things that might hurt us want to find us?
What did they tell you about this place?
Well, and I'm just gonna start, like, looking at my dinosaur, kind of kick on the ground. I'll be like, well, they didn't say too much. They kind of wanted to keep it, like, the big mystery for National Geographic, for the giveaway, for the contest. But they were saying that, like, it's a big island. It's got all these different kinds of animals that you can study. There's a big, like, exhibit at an education center, or maybe that's the compound. I don't know, but they had it set up here so that we could learn more. But yeah, that's about all they mentioned in the magazine.
So he looks at you, kind of nods, thinking, and he's like, "All right, tell you what, kid." And he scuttles back into the back of the helicopter, and he's rummaging around there, and he throws out a machete and what looks like a long metal stick, weird metal stick that you wouldn't recognize what it is. And then he scooches his way back out, grabs the machete, motions you to grab the stick, and he says, "You push here."
Uh-huh.
And he does that, he pushes there, and the end just goes with, like, a lot of electricity.
Whoa!
Like, don't let this touch you.
I got it. This seems like maybe I shouldn't handle this, but I trust you because you're the adult.
It's better than handing you a
yeah, that's fair.
20-inch blade.
That's fair.
Don't even immediately zaps John.
And then he's like,
they're a Jedi.
all right, kid, we're gonna head that way, and we're just gonna keep going. Don't worry, we're gonna make it. And he leads you off into the woods and starts hacking at
rule of survival.
Cool. Okay, sounds good. And I'm just gonna, like, hold the stick, like, far away from me, but hold it away and be like it's like weird to hold as a child because it's, like, oddly heavy with my own weight, and I'm just trying desperately to follow.
Oh yeah, things like
This is long, right?
long,
Yeah.
like more than half your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he definitely knows what's on this island,
Cool.
which is why he's not following the. Because you had a very good point, which he hadn't considered.
That's fair. Children can be
And that's why he has
knowledgeable.
that equipment too.
True. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
Look at me, just giving out free lore.
Free lore.
Roll.
Lure.
Yeah. So headed back to the other two.
Cool.
What's your plan?
I mean, I'm kind of hesitant about leaving them behind, but I'm also definitely not going that way by myself. So I'm following Daniel since he seems to be set on going to the compound.
Right, Daniel, what we doing?
Just telling you, Doug, we need to get into a more advantageous position if we're going to deal with anything that is currently happening.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense, but it just feels bad, you know? We know there's people needing help, but like you say, I guess we're not really in a position to help anyone but ourselves yet.
Exactly. We need to get Allison somewhere that she can stop bleeding all over me. And we're not being hunted by something that can take us out in seconds. You saw those things move. You didn't see them up close. And I figured we're like whispering this as we like head through the jungle paths.
Oh, you're currently walking. Okay, I was picturing you just standing there, and I was about to throw some shit at you.
Yeah, we're just T-posing in the shed. We're like, ah, yes.
Yes, I will go here next. Yeah, so I feel like you should have to roll something, but I don't know what it would be. Oh, lay of the land. Maybe. No, wait. That's.
I mean, we
You know what?
know roughly where we are on the map.
I'm gonna say, because you are traveling, all of you get to have a free story without having to roll. Free backstory.
All right.
In any order you want, I don't care. Just
Yeah.
We're having a digital rock, paper, scissors real quick. Go ahead, Doug.
Alright, as we're
this is the DM equivalent of bringing the TV into the classroom.
Bill.
Oh, actually, though. It's fucking best days. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess as we're walking along, I kind of start telling Daniel a little bit more about, what I was coming to this island to do, which I've just recalled last time I said was study the mating habits of dinosaurs. And as I'm talking about, I start talking about kind of like my research and what I hope to discover, and maybe kind of like what that might help us understand about the dinosaurs that currently present a big threat to us. At one point, as I'm talking about my research, I kind of talk like I always try to present like this is what I think, this is my theory, but this is science. Not everyone agrees. And kind of lo and behold, I just wander into the topic of my professional rival, who I swear to God is just an absolute buffoon, just, will not, just cannot get rid of the old-fashioned idea that, dinosaurs were just terrible parents who didn't care about their just lay the eggs and wander off into the jungle, like, just. It's so frustrating. There's just terrible, outdated, like 1950s knowledge. Like it's 2025, dude. Get with the times. And I guess as we're talking, in kind of like as the passion grows, I kind of start out whispering, and I'm like, talking about the research, and then gradually kind of the volume goes. Gradually louder and louder until I think after a little while Daniel reacts by. Nope, he's fine with it. All right, I just keep shouting. I just start ranting.
Come on, I'm pushing shotgun pipe. Damn it.
Store.
And another thing.
Yeah, this isn't a rom-com, so I'm not gonna say he just kisses him. But I am gonna be like, yo. We're here. We need to be here.
Right.
And just like hand way lower. I get it. That guy sounds like a moron. We all know they used to be basically what birds came from. We know how good parents chickens are. No one trusts chickens, but I digress.
I trust chickens to be untrustworthy.
Fair. I can make it explain. I don't trust birds.
Indeed, that
I
is
don't trust
correct.
horses.
Oh.
That's fair. That's fair. They're untrustworthy animals. Useful, but
They
untrustworthy.
look at you. They look at me sideways.
Geese are just like the ultimate demonstration of why you shouldn't trust birds.
True.
I don't like the cobra chicken. So should we go on to Dawn's next? Just to kind of break up the two things, or do we want to do a roll now that we've got a little heated on our side of the jungle?
I think that makes sense. So Jonathan, you're like hacking through it, and he's like, "So, tell me about yourself, kid."
And Donovan at this point has actually been kind of talking a little bit and gets kind of taken off guard by being asked a question about, like, to basically tell him about himself, because he's just been spouting, like, animal facts this whole time. Like, just being like, oh, did you know, like, tigers can eat, like, 40 pounds of, like, meat and all that? Like, he's just going on and on. But he gets taken aback. He goes,
So you keep giving more and more terrifying facts about predators.
Yeah.
And after a while, he's just like, "Hey, so tell me about yourself."
Yeah. He's like, well, I was just about to get into
sweating.
the... Yeah. I was...
Ironically, Donovan also eats twice his weight in meat every day.
He's like, well, I was gonna have an interesting fact about hummingbirds. Okay, and he goes, well, I mean, you know my name, it's Donovan. I don't know, I do pretty good in school. I recently did a diorama actually about like the lives of giraffes. It's pretty cool. I got like toy giraffes, and then I like set it up at, like in a little shoebox, and I made like their habitat. It was really cool.
Yeah, giraffes. Yep.
Yeah. He goes, I play soccer, I guess. Not a lot, but I mean, my parents think I'm okay, so that's good. What about you? What have you, how long have you been, what you do? Doing what you do?
And we cut away.
Sick.
Because he didn't exist 5 minutes ago.
Let's see.
I mean, I could give you some
Understood.
bullet points, but I'm not sure how important it is.
No, that's fair.
Let's be honest. We all know Jonathan's not making it another 15 minutes.
He might.
He might.
Jonathan's gonna be
He's
the
got a
only one that
machete.
survives.
The final shot is just Jonathan, like, looking like
Rambo.
like harrowed,
Yeah.
like dead corpse corpses around him. Like just
Blood leaking down half of his
leaving
face, stands
leaving
on
the
edge of
island.
the volcano. Cut black credits.
How about you? What's your backstory?
You know, I think a perfect timing for me to tell that story would be as Doug is getting louder and louder. I quiet him down and tell him about the time something an idiot did that got him killed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great, I love it.
All right. So I didn't write any of these, so let's go Cuff.
You're
I
meant
can't
to.
remember. Yeah. Well, I barely know how to read, let alone write. And my push to talk is not helping at all.
That's fine. I mean, I was freaking out when I was like, story time.
Yeah.
This. But yeah, so hunting tigers in India. We were with a group that some of them were just there to observe the tigers. Some of them thought they were just big house cats. Some of them were wrong. And some of them were there to, as security, big ol' air quotes, but were definitely there to try and hunt a tiger or two, just to get a reason to, and they got the reason to. When this white woman, let's name her, I don't know, Karen, decided that it looked friend-shaped, and broke away from the group and just approached this half-a-ton tiger.
Big cats are just cat-shaped bears.
Just cat-shaped bears.
If
Can we
Apex
get
Predator,
Bo
why
on
friend
camera
shaped?
Can we get Bo on camera to just help the audience visualize the scene, please?
We could. He's currently upside down next to me on the couch.
Good boy.
Oh yeah, he's having a great time.
good time.
I keep petting his belly every time we play, and I'm not typing. Yeah. So yeah, she broke away from the group, and no one noticed her leave.
Now he's got a quad bike.
Nice. But when we found her, she was in about 9 separate pieces. Because the last thing we heard was Kitty. She got too loud around the tiger. Now, legitimately, away from the game, I'm concerned about what hunts tigers, because tigers have dots in the back of their ears that look like eyes. So nothing sneaks up on them. What hunts tigers?
Other tigers.
Probably. Yeah, so Karen got herself 8 because she got too loud and too close to things that were hunting her. And I just stare at Doug.
Also, the thing that hunts tigers might be extinct.
I mean, the thing that hunts tigers is tigers trying to eat a really big thing and fucking it up and getting gored.
And people.
And people.
I keep thinking it's hippos.
Most dangerous game.
Hippos.
Yeah. The story, this is not within game, but just the story you told kind of reminds me of a story that happened to me. Nobody got killed because, you know, we didn't let them wander off by themselves. But one summer I was working as a tour guide in a rural historic site in British Columbia. And there was an apple orchard there, which meant that sometimes we got visits from bears, black bears, not grizzlies, but you know, still not friend-shaped, you know.
Well, they're
and-
friend-shaped, but not friend. Sad.
Yeah. And one time, there was a part of the historic site that was kind of fairly isolated and was just separated from the visitor center and everything by a creek. You had a short bridge over. So one time I was kind of taking a group of French tourists on a tour to that section because I was the translator. and we get a call over the walkie-talkie that there's a bear been spotted in the orchard, basically between us and the visitor center. So it's not like, you know, the road kind of goes around, but like we don't really want to, you know, that would still be going closer to where the bear is. So basically we, you know, just get the all the tourists, you kind of gather up in the gazebo, and while my boss basically came out with just a rifle in case the bear came the wrong way, just to scare it off, basically. But as this was going on, the tourists were like, basically when we informed them, you know, why we were kind of interrupting the tour and having them gather in the gazebo just because there was a bear, what do you think the tourists wanted to do? Take a guess.
Oh no.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, can we go see it?"
Oh, wow, of course, yeah. Wow.
And we're just like, "No."
No, you cannot.
No, you may not.
Yeah, and that's how the story ended, happily.
Good.
Nobody did. So unlike in Daniel's story, no one wanders off to then get found in 9 pieces. But you know, similar enough about the story about the basic stupidity of tourists.
Man, I had enough basic stupidity of tourists around animals when I went to Yellowstone, and I wasn't even a guide or anything.
Yeah.
The sheer
Just
level
people
of
walking up
stupidity
to a
inside
fucking
Yellowstone are
bison.
terrifying.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
people walking up to an angry animal that is, like, many thousands of pounds heavier than them.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
The
Link it
children are like 6 feet tall. It's ridiculous. It's like, leave that thing alone.
There's one of the hot springs areas there has a boardwalk that like goes along the various springs, and when we were on it, there was just bison sitting by the springs. Like you could reach out and touch them. There was a fence and like a boardwalk fence in the way, so they wouldn't like just come at you, but they were in touching range if you tried. It was spooky. Anyway,
One of the little ones licked the van I was in. It was hilarious as a 12-year-old. Now I'm like, that thing could have just tipped the van.
it's adorable though. All right. Yeah, so I guess let's head back to Donovan and Jonathan.
Sounds good.
Jonathan, and Donathan.
I gotta do something to roll. I feel it in my bones.
Yeah, so you come out of the jungle.
Okay.
And in front of you, there is a smaller river. It's not as big as the other river. Well, you wouldn't know about the other river, but
Yeah.
there's a you can kind of see like a little ways along. There's a road and a bridge, and Jonathan's like, "Oh, thank God," and starts leading you toward that. And then you're doing that, and then from directly behind you, where you had just come from, you hear a crack of a stick breaking.
Ooh.
And
Okay. I'm gonna look behind me and
Jonathan.
just like turn around with the stick. I mean, like, huh.
you are looking at the face of a, you know when a cat stalks something.
Yep.
You know how a cat looks when they stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a velociraptor. It
Oh
looks like
God. Okay. So.
that. He didn't hear. Jonathan didn't appear to hear it.
Oh. Jonathan, help! Wait, do I have to do that? Do it. Hold on. Before I do that, I want to make sure I can do this right. Yeah, no, it's
What,
whenever I
say
cry.
hello?
Yeah. I couldn't because one of them I have to do a just do it before, but not that one. Anyway.
Oh, I mean, this one's literally like he would have turned around anyway. He just
Yeah, it's
told him
fair,
to turn
yeah.
around.
Jonathan!
And he turns around pretty quick because he knows what's on this island.
yeah.
And he's like he holds the machete in front of him, and he's just like, all right, bridge is over there. Just run, okay? Just run. When I say go, you go. And,
Got it, mister. Mm-hmm.
He says go.
Okay, great. I am gonna run. Do-do-do-do. So...
You- Yeah, go for it. Roll a run.
Why not? I really need to get a dice tray. Ouch. That's a 4.
Oh boy. So
Yeah, actually, hold on. That actually might be even less.
Jonathan in. I was gonna say you trip and stab Jonathan in the crotch with your
Yeah.
electric stick.
Yeah. Oh my god, is it plus fit? Hold on. Fuck, it's a
Run?
3. I'm bad.
It's
I'm
plus
bad.
fit.
Yeah, it's a 3.
I
Even
mean,
worse.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it's
so.
below 7 or whatever. Yeah.
So in your panic, you start to run, and you do get a ways towards the bridge, but you trip on a root and tumble head over heels, and somehow while you're doing that, your finger touches the switch, and
Oop.
the world goes dark.
Oh shit!
How do you back the other two?
Oh no! Poor Donovan. He got big zapped.
Yeah, so you guys are also coming out of the woods. You could see buildings in the distance, kind of around maybe a few hundred meters away, and it would be so but between, there's a road you can see in the distance, there's some other trees, it's not thick jungle anymore, and you can see like the buildings in the distance are well manicured, and
Is there a fence around the buildings, or are they just?
there is a fence, but it's hard to tell too much about it from this distance. Yeah. What do you do? I mean, do you
So
say
we can
anything?
See the road as well.
Yeah, you can see it. It's good. It would be if you were just walking, it would be 5-minute walk.
Okay, so it's a fair ways away.
Yeah. I mean, like you could see the road and the bridge, but it would be it's about as far to that as it is to the compound itself.
What do you think, Daniel? Should we head straight ahead and see if we can get through the fence, maybe, or do you think we're better off going to the road?
So between us and the building, I'm just kind of curious. Is it like tall grass or is it like manicured lawns? Like, is it
It's like tall meadow.
Oh, okay. So like knee high? It's not like we're up to our shoulders. There's could be something in there.
There could be something in there if it's something that's lower than your waist height or your hip height. It's about up to your hips. So if there's anything hiding in it, it's smaller than that.
It's full of geese.
Cobra chicken, no.
You come across a pack and you die. You die.
I think we should try and get to where basically the building and the road kind of meet. If that's going to be basically the same, because that will probably be where the entrance is, so we're not trying to climb a fence.
We're going to do some hypotenusing.
Yeah, because, you know, hunters are great at math.
Do either of you have a D100 to hand?
I can fish out
D10.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. You want to roll me one of those?
Sure. Just the percentile, or do you want the 2D?
Yeah, just percentile.
Alright, cool.
Really
That's
difficult.
going to be a 90.
Okay. yeah, so
You
you
successfully
guys
do math.
you guys start hypotenusing.
Parabola.
Um, um, yeah, so you start to walk, and but from behind you, you hear a roar,
A rower.
a rower. Um,
It's the local triathlon.
it sounds close.
I just look over at Daniel and I'm like, run?
Run or dive. I'm gonna say run, and I'm gonna assume we start running.
Yep.
Give me some run.
And I still get a minus to my next fit roll, which is
Oh.
this one.
Oh no.
This should be
Yep.
good.
That's a total of 5.
Nice.
Nice.
Trying to remember how to do these rolls. It's 2d6.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't forget that.
Just roll 2d8 and just don't tell us.
I'm gonna roll 2d20. I got a 40. How? That's a 6 and a 5 plus. It's fit.
That's a pass.
Oh, that's definitely a pass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fit, and it's a 10.
So you guys begin running without bothering to look behind you, and you make it about halfway across this field. Like you go for a good like 30 seconds of running, and Daniel's doing fine, but Doug is kind of like panting and kind of just trips and falls. I'm just gonna say you don't have health points, right?
No. But it does say on a miss you get injured, so.
So I'm gonna say you fall and break your arm.
Alright, let me jot that down.
So
And also scream in pain.
and Daniel is like right there with you. So if he sees this happen,
And Allison, our useless doctor.
Indeed.
oh shit, you've been carrying her the whole.
Yeah, she's just
Yeah.
flopping.
It's fine.
been
She's in that
talking about-
magical state of near death, but can't possibly get any worse.
Well, she ain't getting any deader.
Yeah, anything you guys are going to do at this point?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna use like my free arm to grab whatever arm is above, so probably not the broken one, and pull him back to his feet so we can keep running.
So
All
that's
right, roll a take my hand.
Can do.
I'm guessing it would also be fit, probably, since it's a physical action.
For you, it would be hold on to your butt to ignore a debilitating injury.
No, but for because for take my hand, it's roll plus whatever makes the most sense. So
Yeah, it'd be fit.
So does he roll fit and I roll hold on to your butt?
Yeah,
We both roll. All right.
and I'll just take. Well,
I got another 10, another 5, and 4. It seems these dice like those two numbers today.
so it
Okay.
doesn't matter what Corbin rolls.
Yeah. I would have rolled a total of 7, so it wouldn't have been great.
But luckily, you lift him to his feet, and you are still able to run. It's just like it's very, very painful because you have a broken arm.
How much motivation am I hearing from behind me?
Hearing? You can't. I mean, you're gonna have to look behind you to see what it is.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the ground. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say that you guys continue on, and you make it to this fence, which goes around this compound. It's a chain link fence that is like 10 feet. That just goes as far as you can see. There's no barbed wire on top or anything, but there's a gate where the road comes in, and it is closed, and it appears to be latched and possibly locked.
Freak it.
Going back to Donovan.
That's fair.
So Donovan
Waking up
comes
bleary.
to
Mm-hmm.
it, and it's like, whoa, what just happened? You turn around and see that it has been like seconds. Like
Okay.
This is from my experience of having been shocked in the head by an electric fence and then falling unconscious for a few seconds. So that's what happens.
Great.
An authoritative source. My condolences.
I actually, there was an aerial of an electric fence, and I accidentally touched it with my head.
Oh
I
dear.
didn't and then I stood up.
Oh.
Like it was I was there, and then I was not. It was very weird.
Weird. Ooh. All right. So I'll be
Yeah.
kind of.
So you,
Yeah.
I injured you, right? But I didn't tell you what the injury was.
Yeah, you didn't tell me what the injury was. I like tumbled and then I zapped myself.
Oh, that's what it was. The zapping yourself.
The
was
zappy
injury.
zappy.
So yeah, you're a bit foggy,
Okay.
but
I'll write down that
you're
I got
not
zapped.
you're not physically injured.
Zapped. Oh, okay. Fair. Good.
Like
Yay.
your brain foggy from being electrified
Yeah, true.
with however many thousands of volts that thing
the
is.
stick was, yeah. So, is Donovan able to see, like, the Velociraptor and, Jonathan?
So the Velociraptor is like looking between you and Jonathan, and kind of slowly creeping forward. And,
Oh, okay.
And then the other one comes out from behind it and it's doing the same thing.
Of course, there's two. Yeah, okay.
And Jonathan's just like backing away
Okay.
toward where you are.
Okay. Well, okay, backing, so that's good. Donovan might try, maybe a look over there to create a distraction away from him. I'm gonna, they weren't inspired by food, and he would probably know that, at least for the candy bar. They're probably like, what the fuck? What could I throw? Actually,
So, just as an aside, because you said that specifically in the second book, the dinosaurs very much are attracted by candy bars. Like specifically that is a thing.
that's very funny. I love that.
The velociraptors just love candy bars, apparently.
They are indeed cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You just throw your dinosaur figure and be like, "Hey, look, it's your baby."
Like I almost, well, because it's that and a soda can, but I don't think they'd care about a can of anything.
Just slam your fist to the side of it, pop it open so it's hissing, and just eat it as far as you can. Which just sounds like
Shake
another
the shit out of it, and yeah, that's fair. That's very funny.
But I'm not there, so ignore me.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna throw my. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna throw my candy bar. So I'll try to do a look over there, and throw it far from both me and Jonathan's. Hopefully they'll get distracted.
All right. On a success, or on a fail, they come for you. On a complications, they don't change, and on a 10+, they really love candy bars, apparently.
Okay, cool. That's good. Okay.
Hello, 0810 Linkateer 0810. a very easy to say name.
Okay. So that's exactly a 10.
Nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
A 10.
That's a 10.
These dinos are, they're like sniff the air, and
Oh,
they
Henry?
just start. They immediately just turn their attention to this candy bar,
Yeah.
and Jonathan turns around. He looks at you like, "What the fuck? Why did that work?" and he's like, and it starts to like lead you to the bridge
Yeah.
quietly without like looking behind his shoulder constantly.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, yeah.
Um, you just rolled, so I'm not gonna make you roll a hide.
Okay,
at this
yeah.
point.
I was thank
I'm
you.
gonna
Thank you so
back to
much.
the other
I was like, I don't want to die, please.
You are in
Right,
front
well-
of a chain link gate.
Now that I'm not running and I can, look at not, I don't have to concentrate on not tripping again. I look back over my shoulder and try and see what, if anything, is chasing us.
There is a large theropod dinosaur with big old teeth and horns.
All right, I'm gonna roll a dinosaur expert to
Yeah.
figure out more
Kind of
about
looks like
it.
Daredevil.
Just kind of.
So, I guess dinosaur expert for
I forget what's the negative if you fail.
I guess it's on a miss. It turns out living dinosaurs are different than you thought, or
Oh,
worse.
you get it wrong. Okay.
So
Hey, Rasmus.
I get it wrong, and
If we're in a bad way.
in a bad way. Like,
Oh, that's a herbivore.
Get the veggies sorted.
The Vegisaurus?
A Vegisaurus.
All right. Well, that is definitely not a fail. That's a base 10 plus 2. So
Nice.
This is a Carnotaur. Carnotaurus.
Carnotaurus. All right. Let me look that up
Meat-
on
meat-
Wikipedia real
Meat
quick.
bowl.
Meat Rex.
Oh, I just found the cutest little cartoon of that thing.
Cute.
Post it in Discord if
You're-
it's postable.
I mean, I think if you just Google Carnotaurus, it'll come up as the first image in the, weirdly not in the images result, but anyways, I feel a lot
that's
less
cute.
terrified all of a sudden.
It's like a fucking Barney.
Just orange Barney.
Yeah, they Carnotauruses literally look like the Daredevil mask.
Oh, I remember Carnotaurus. They were in a Dino movie that I liked as a kid. They were very scary.
Weren't they
They're
like
pretty
the main
terrifying.
quote unquote villain in Dinosaur?
I think that's
Really?
the movie I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've
Uh,
seen it.
It has a wild ending, by the way.
Don't know if I know that one.
Yep.
It was just called Dinosaur. There was a ride at Disney for a while for it, but they got rid of it. But they kept the Carnotaurus for a different ride.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah, there's
Alright.
a Carnotaur bearing down on you, or it's walking at you. It's not like running, but it is a large animal, so it's each stride of it walking is like 10 feet.
All right. I'm going to ask because I have a list. So I have some questions I can
yeah.
ask. I can ask 3. So I guess, what are its moves? How can it kill us?
So it, just embellishing because it's fun, it can charge at you with its horns like a bull. It can bite like any other carnivorous theropod, and it can stomp on you and roar.
What is its weakness?
love.
Well, that
Wow.
dovetails nicely with what my next question was going to be, anyways. Because remember,
And I
I'm
fuck
here
it.
for research. I'm
Stand
here for
as-
research on dinosaur mating. I want to know: is this a male or a female?
Stand aside. I'm going to hug him.
I don't know if it matters.
Actually, no, that's not even a question. That's one of the basic things that I get to know, anyways. That it's
Like I'm trying to
species
decide
spectrum.
whether or not I have to give a particular answer because I'm not sure it What does it matter to you, like your character, or it's just a curiosity thing?
Um,
Will it change what you're gonna do next?
Realistically, no. Like, part of me wants to be like, ah, yes, I'll use my knowledge of dinosaur, mating, but I like don't
All
think
right,
I'd
I'll make
have
it a whammon so you can seduce it.
Whammon.
I
amazing.
roll to seduce. I failed.
Would that be a
Roll
lay of the
into
land roll?
you just roll to seduce, and then the lizard just looks at you and is like,
It actually might be best laid plans.
That was very good.
You know what? Actually, we both got it wrong. It's hold on to your butt.
Oh no.
So, using sheer physicality to power through.
Oh god.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be trying to open this fucking gate.
It does not open. It has a chain around it with a padlock.
I just hand over the sledgehammer.
Okay.
And just kind of
Which is gonna
hold
be faster? Slamming the sledgehammer or climbing the fence with a woman in my arms?
Up to you. Do what you wish. It will be holding onto your butt probably if you try to smash, and it will be just do it for climbing, if that matters to you. Although I'm gonna have to say it's going to be difficult for you to carry a grown-ass person over a chain link fence.
That's fair, while also trying to climb. Yeah.
So you're gonna have
You're
to
over
make
the
that
edge.
decision to leave them behind.
My
Like
standing
a
is
football.
the -1, so I think I'm just gonna try and smash this lock real quick.
That's valid.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna use the wrong thing and slam Allison into it.
No!
Put,
Now she's
puts her-
definitely dead.
puts her on the ground in the wrong place, just right in the head. Well,
like a
shit.
watermelon. All right, so
I saw a movie recently where that happened.
What's it, Final Destination? It sounds like it.
Does sound like I've never seen Final Destination.
Me neither.
If it was a show, well, I mean, Last of Us Part 2 is coming, so
It wasn't Wheel of Time.
I think
although
it
someone
just-
did
I
get
think
their
it's,
face sliced off.
I think episode 1 came out, or 1 and 2.
There's like 10, maybe 5 to 10 frames in one of the episodes of Wheel of Time season 3 where someone's face just gets sliced off.
Oh, I haven't got there yet. Oh boy.
Oh, I know what it was. It was Wheel of Time. Somebody does have their head smashed in. Okay.
Wheel of Time sounds wild.
It's good.
It's so good. So good.
All right, so that was
Season
a
3, like, it is phenomenal. It's
We
amazing.
got Benji
Everybody-
talking about Wheel of Time.
I know.
we've
It's
dug
a
our
great
grave.
way to distract him from me failing that. I'm kidding. I rolled an 8.
Okay, an 8. So, yeah, you. I mean, it's a heavy sledgehammer, but you do manage to crack it open, and the door and pull the chain out. But you're fucking winded. So I'm assuming you guys just kind of slip through the door, and now what?
But
Barricade.
close the door.
Probably wise, yeah.
Okay,
Close the
door's
door.
closed. Now what?
Chain back through.
Chain back through. You've broken the latch, or sorry, the lock. So it's just a chain sitting there.
Anyone got Gorilla Glue?
I mean, if you just wrap it around a couple times, it's still better than no chain.
True.
Give me a D100.
You want me to do this again, or do you want to take it, Corman?
I'd have to
way.
go get my.
Any
hand out
actually,
of the
I
box
don't
gun.
care. Any die. I'm just trying to get a range.
Alright,
Okay.
I mean, I still got the yellow one out here. I'll do it.
All right.
That's not good. That's a 10. That is the
Okay.
opposite side of the spectrum.
Whoop.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, and then I just before I move back over to the others, what are you guys? What's your plan now?
I guess it would be lay of the land and try and kind of figure out what this compound looks like. Would probably be our next move. Does that
You're
make
taking
sense?
a quiet moment.
I would say head inside and then maybe lay of the land. We certainly cannot take a quiet moment because there will be three of us
Closes
taking
the
a quiet
thin
moment.
gate. And it's like, oh, phew.
Ah, thank God.
Standing outside like, guys, we're not done yet.
Clicking their nails.
Just don't coming at you.
Just itching its horn on the bars. Like a prisoner with a cup. Like,
Oh, I now know what dinosaur that was. Now that okay, yep, I just envisioned it. Yeah.
You can get little.
they look
That's
kind of
why
silly, to be honest. They have a little bit of a derpy face.
They do look very stupid. I love them. They're one of the few large carnivorous theropods that actually have pretty long arms.
They're the only ones that can pick their nose.
They could reach their nose. It's like all the way out there.
Because you
Got
would
like
think,
5-foot noses.
you would think there'd be one more, but that thing has claws the size of a Hyundai. So it's going to try and itch its nose and keep going.
Just the Rhizinosaur yourself. Anyway, where are you guys headed? What are you doing?
I think
Go
we're headed
inside
inside
the
the building
nearest
if we
building?
can.
Just like the nearest building?
I don't know if it's like a shed built out of corrugated aluminum. Maybe not. The nearest solid-looking building.
There's a few like bungalows nearby you, but further into the compound there are some more substantial buildings. Like there's like at the center of the compound, which is a fair distance away. There's the large like exhibition building, but there's other things like there's a looks like a gift shop and
Ooh,
and like
gift shop.
like a storeroom, that sort of thing.
The most
Just kind of
important
scattered
building
around.
The
in
gift
any
shop.
zoo. It's the gift shop. But I mean, if we can make it, let's go to the X.
Yep.
The X.
It's the Ontario thing. It's a joke. The exhibition place.
Let's go to
Oh,
the
okay.
X. Bow, bow, bow.
I did say exhibition, so fair. All right, back to the other two. So you have made it over the bridge, carefully
All right.
walking and to the other side, and back into the jungle. There, well, actually, not back in the jungle because you are on a road, but
Yes.
it does go through a bit more jungle.
Okay.
And up ahead of you, you see in the distance some buildings,
Ooh.
which look to have a chain link fence around them.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna turn to Jonathan and be like, look, maybe that where maybe that's where we want to go. Maybe that would have the stuff that would help us.
It's like, yeah, that's it. That's the place.
I'm gonna
Come on,
bolt. I'm gonna
let's,
run.
Okay, you're gonna sprint at it.
That the child would be very excited. He'd be like, "Oh my god, yes!" And he
You're
would.
not running away from something, so I'm not gonna make you roll run there
Cool, thank you.
because that's not a life or death
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you do, as you run, you see that you're not the only one moving toward the fence. There's also a very large dinosaur,
Ooh. Okay.
which before this you'd only ever seen like a velociraptor, and in a very stressful close situation.
Yeah.
So you are now looking at a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah. A big boy.
And it's just kind of stomping its way at the gate.
Ooh.
And you from here you can see that there's movement beyond the gate as well, like couple people moving around.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Jonathan catches up to you, winded.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jonathan. Like, I'll start to like be like whispering a little bit now more, and being like, be like, why? I can throw my toy, but I don't have much else. Well, that and a soda can, but I want that for later. Thirsty.
He's like, I mean, we're probably maybe we should just wait it out or go around. I mean, there's probably other ways in.
Oh, okay.
There's all this tall grass we can hide in if we need to, I guess.
Oh, like Pokemon! He's really excited.
he turns because he's actually never heard of Pokemon. He
Oh,
doesn't know what
okay.
the fuck you're talking about. Well, he's heard of the word, but he has no idea what it means.
Big old man.
like a boomer. Everything is a Pikachu.
You kids playing on your Nintendos.
I'll be like, okay. Well, maybe let's try to go around the back, and we'll kind of be quiet about it.
So I guess we'd be hiding, probably, because
You're far away from
I'm
it.
far. Okay,
I don't
cool.
think
Okay.
it's focused on what it's doing, and I don't think it would notice you unless you actively made noise.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
But yeah, so you kind of skirt around and just keeping an eye on this thing, looking back occasionally to see if there's anyone following you, and you seem to be all clear. And you watch as this thing kind of walks up to the metal gate and like just nudges it with its nose, and then it just takes its foot and just crushes it, like crushes it open. Like no resistance, just goes open.
Oh God.
and then it just stomps on into the compound.
Great. Cool.
Are you sure it's the best idea to go there?
Hey, there's nowhere else to go. We gotta find a way out. Like, I mean, the helicopter's no good.
Yeah.
There's got to be another way off the island, and if there's another way off the island, we'll find it in there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Would I or Jonathan have to, like, would that count as a scavenge to, like, look for a back entrance, or does Jonathan just know where that is?
Well, I mean,
Because that's like when we're looking for stuff to find something useful. Useful to me would be a back entrance or a back way
search
in.
for useful objects or information.
Yeah.
I don't know. Group decision, is that a scavenge?
I think that's the closest.
All right. Yeah. Then it's a scavenge.
Yeah. Of course I asked that, and oh, thank God it's clever. Okay. I was gonna be like, it's gonna just be like, oh, roll plus fit, and I wouldn't have read that or some shit. That's my worst.
And you get to tell a story.
I do. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Okay.
Typically, you're supposed to tell a story that's about something relevant to
Yeah.
exactly what's happening. Not
Okay.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to, but like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm gonna tell a story about a time I searched for a thing.
Yeah. Does it
That's sort of
does it
thing.
have to relate to like a story that's on my sheet, or like I can just make it up? Because I could be like, a time you're really brave, the most annoying thing your parent does, an explanation is something baffling to adults, different things like that.
What you're secretly scared of
Apparently, yeah.
dinosaurs.
So it says choose one from this list and cross it off.
Okay,
so
cool, cool,
It has to be one of those.
Okay. Okay, so maybe let's go with let's go with an annoying thing my parent does. I don't know if it's the most annoying thing, but it kind of relates to the situation. So as we're like looking around for this back entrance, I'll be like, I remember when, like, just about a month ago, see, my parents are really strict about curfews, and of course they always want to know, like, where I am and all that, which is like kind of overbearing, but I get it. I'm 11, so makes sense. But my friend really wanted to go out.
Very open-minded for an 11-year-old.
Yeah. This is Amy, a 30-year-old,
I understand that they're
reflecting.
just doing their job.
I get, well, but like they always want me home by like 7, and like that's when, like, I don't know, all my friends want to have parties and like want to go out and like go skateboarding in the summer
Parties.
and like what do 11-year-olds do?
They have a really, really strange view of what an 11-year-old is.
Well, they like to stay out late anyway. There was one time when my friend wanted to go to a skate park near my house, and they were gonna stay out pretty late, but I thought, oh yeah, no, I'll be quiet and I'll tell my parents, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed for a bit. But and that's the annoying part. It's just always the curfew. But I snuck out that night. I put a bunch of pillows under my bed sheets to make it look like I was in bed, and then I went and I hung out with my friends, and then I got back at he gets really quiet. He's like, I got back at 10:30. Oh, it was so late. But no, they're so annoying. But I know how to be quiet. I know. And he's just, that's his whole thing.
All right.
I'm gonna cross that off.
Give us a roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was that was 2 6s. So that's 13.
Oh, nice. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
You kind of just go a bit around, and you quickly find a side door, which
Sick.
your doesn't appear to be padlocked like the main gate, so
Sick.
looks like it's just some sort of emergency exit, so it's not locked.
Oh,
And you
Mr. Jonathan, look!
Like I'm really excitedly finding this.
I'll be like, oh,
He's a thumbs up.
yeah, back to the other two then. You are going to the exhibition center. As you approach, it's, I'm just gonna, for visualization's sake, it looks exactly like the one from Jurassic Park.
Perfect. Easy.
There you go. No differences.
There's the big T-Rex
Except it
skeleton
doesn't
in the
say
middle.
Jurassic Park.
All right,
Instead, it says,
Give me a moment to go watch Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, you weren't with us when we watched it. Oh. Yeah.
I would join you.
instead of saying Jurassic Park on it, it says, Camp Cretaceous. No, wait, that's a thing. What?
It's just
Triassic,
Mesozoic.
Mesozoic mania. Mesozoa mania. There you go.
Dino DNA. It's just the big DNA strand with the eyes, with the eyeballs.
Dino DNA.
Dino
Don't
DNA.
forget, he has hands.
He does. He's got gloves.
Or fingers for some reason.
I honestly think it would be creepy if he had 5 fingers, though. Like, that's too many fingers for a cartoon character.
Fair? But he's a DNA strand. He should be like.
Yeah, but cartoon
accurate.
characters don't have thumbs. Is the thing. They don't have opposable thumbs. This is cartoon anatomy right here. Cartoon anatomy 101.
101.
Yeah, so the door is unlocked, and it is this enormous exhibition hall with, like, it looks like if you've ever been to a natural history museum, it looks like that, but more of a kind of theme parky, like, we're showing off kind of style, and less of a here's the history of the dinosaurs. But
Yeah.
it's from what you could tell, it's empty. The lights are off, the power's not on, or well, you don't see any power on.
Try flicking a switch.
Is there anything you want to attempt to do or find?
Depends if the Carnosaurus is coming into the building with us.
So, turning around through the glass doors, you can see that it is stomping around the compound, but it's like kind of like ambling around, sniffing at buildings. Doesn't
So it
seem
made
to
it
know
into
you're
the
there.
compound.
Oh yeah, it's in there.
All right.
It's in there, but it doesn't seem to be tracking you. Or, I mean, it's trying to, but it doesn't seem to know where you are.
All right. In that case, I'll probably set Allison down on like the visitor desk, just somewhere nearby that's stable and kind of out of the way.
Legit,
Like,
I
up on a
forgot.
bench, like Ronald McDonald.
I forgot you still had her.
Fully weekend at Bernie.
Give her some shades. Yeah.
She's fine.
Mhm.
She's taking a little nap.
Just do the James Bond Sean
Bleed out
Connery
if you've
scene.
already left all the blood in the forest.
Do the James Bond Sean Connery scene where like he just like sets down this lady who's very dead, like on like a on a chair with some tables, like at a party, and they're like, oh, like, is she okay? And he's like, oh, she's been dancing all night, she's just dead. He just leaves. It's one of my favorite stupid James Bond lines.
It is pretty good though. She's dead tired is a great line.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing how funny it is that they have the whole out of commission mechanic. Because that literally is what happens to Ian Malcolm in the books.
True. Yeah.
You're like, oh no, he died, but he lived.
However,
Sadly, I died, but I lived. No, wait, did you die? Sadly, yes, but I lived.
but I. Hey, two can play.
I
friend.
died, but they made a movie about it, so now I'm alive.
Because capitalism.
Yeah, I guess we're probably going to be looking around. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what Cora wants to do now that we're in here.
Yeah, no, I think looking around again for. I mean, we're looking for a way out. There's theoretically somewhere a secret about this island, but I don't think any of us give a shit about it. Unless the secret is where they hide the boat.
Yeah, I mean that is the secret. Oh, thanks for the follow. You whose name I've said before but can't say because I don't know how to say that.
You can say Linketeer. You can say Linketeer.
Link. Is it not? Oh, it's Linketeer, not Linktree. Linktree is a service.
Are you gaming with viewers? What do you mean two can play? Do you mean like add you to the TTRPG? Not for this campaign.
If you are like interested, we can maybe get you on one of these at some point if you're into that. Like
Yeah.
I'm always
Constantly
looking for more
recruiting.
people. I'm constantly
Recruiting.
For the board game and Discord, yeah. But yeah, these are my friends and my partner, who is to my right but is on the left over here.
It is I.
He's actually below you on my screen, so.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I'll do this then.
No comment. No comment. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. Anyway,
We all know. We all know what you're thinking.
Um,
Ares is a power bottom.
so this
yeah,
is the
baby.
visitor center.
Sorry, go ahead, Corin.
So we're in the visitor center, right? Is the building we're currently in?
Hmm?
This would be a great place to look for a map that would, hopefully indicate where
Yes.
the points of exit are, or
You know what? Give me a scavenge. Although can we take?
they're
like, a
usually
quick?
giant things on the wall. But no, I'll give you a roll.
Can we get a quick break? Because I am dying of
Oh, yeah, no
My
worries.
room,
Please
my
take
room
break.
is literally a
Please open window.
a crematorium right now. So
Yeah.
no, my window's open. It's just
Put on fan.
there's a window open but a closed door. So
Yeah.
Ah.
there's no there's no
Airflow.
airflow differential.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no flux.
True.
So it's just my computer pumping heat into the room.
That's fair. Yeah, don't die. Get a
Alright.
fan.
Fill my water and stuff.
I'm a lizard too, but I think a quick bio for all of us is probably a good
Among
idea.
yourselves.
Yeah.
Take a 5-minute break,
5 minutes.
and then
Acme?
I'll give you a topic. Jurassic Park was neither Jurassic nor a park. Discuss.
So a flea circus.
Oh. This could be a fun joint stream sometime. Not sure if we have time to dedicate to it though. Oh no, that's fair. Sometimes like we try to do like, I mean, we haven't done it yet, but we've strove to do like a one shot sometimes, and I'm sure if like you like it was really difficult to plan like more than one, like Benji or Ares, because he's the only one that I know who's the only other person I know who's DM'd, could do probably like a one shot. I know I could. I need to work up the confidence.
Remember that time we did a one shot? Good. Never happened.
Well, the important thing is we tried. We tried. That's every time. That's like when like all of our like when one of our friends was like, yeah, we'll just do like a. Oh no, she wants to do a one shot. My apologies. I was gonna say she did a one shot, and then we were like, oh, this is gonna be big.
well, I mean, wasn't the Call of Cthulhu that was originally supposed
to be a one shot, I think.
One shot, and it was what, 4
like
sessions?
3, 4, something like that. Yeah, which were each like at least 4. Well, maybe 3 hours. One of them was early, but usually it was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here we are. 9
Session 2.
Session 2
Yeah.
of Dino Island.
Which was
but
also
it's
supposed to be a
really
one shot.
short.
Yeah. I mean, who
I
knows?
think we're
Maybe we've reached a point where we'll just. Oh. Zippy? Sorry, I'm being
think,
offered a drink. Yes.
Yeah.
Bit
I'm
this.
just slow in general at playing things. And so, like, whenever there's, like, a video game, and I'm like, I wonder, like, I'm like, how long would this game take? And I look up, like, you know, like, time to beat game X, and it's, like, 30 hours, and I'm like, all right, so probably 50.
Yeah, and I hear that. Yeah. Oh yeah, whenever it's like, oh yeah, the game's like 8 hours, I'm like, so I'm gonna take about 12. Cool. And that's not with like voicing. That's just me playing something. Like, I'm pretty sure I've surpassed that mark in that Still Joking game that I streamed once, and then I'm just playing off stream now, because I'm pretty sure that's like, this game is 8 hours, and I'm like, I'm at 9. And I don't think I'm near the end.
If you're confused, that was a reference to a recurring SNL sketch from the 90s
Ah.
where Mike Myers would do a thing where he pretended to be, or he was acting out being like a old New York Jewish lady.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Anyway,
Anyway, welcome back.
Right, so I was going to roll to see if I could find a big wall map.
yes.
Big map.
I mean, there is a big wall map, but it's not very helpful.
I don't
Like
see
it shows you where all the like touristy stuff is.
So I rolled a 5, which means I find something bad.
Oh goody.
Oh, good. You find another velociraptor. Just inside the compound.
Man, this is a hard one. I could do that, but that feels
Please don't.
too much.
This is a plea.
I just find like
I know what you find. I know
Okay.
what you find.
Oh, okay.
You find when you're searching through a bunch of papers, you're just kind of like going in the various offices looking for a map. You find a extensive dossier discussing the modifications that they were making on the dinosaurs.
oh goody.
And this includes like includes
Lockpicking.
things like like weaponization, invisibility, like cloaking, kind of stuff, like
They're gonna attach
toughened
guns to the
hides,
dinos.
My
hyper
paleontology
intelligence.
knowledge.
Like they were clearly up to some nefarious shit.
My paleontology knowledge is suddenly looking much less useful.
Good job. You just made all the dinosaurs mutants.
Awesome.
Man, this is going terribly. Well, I basically go, what the fuck, and share my findings with Daniel.
Daniel, what the fuck?
Well, no matter how much your prey, how strong your prey is, how smart your prey is, you can always outmaneuver it if you're steady enough, smart enough. How
What
about
if
you?
it's smarter than you?
Then act dumber. They'll never expect.
You gotta outdom your enemies.
If you can't get dumber, just get dumber.
Yeah.
Yep.
That.
You can't get dumber, just get a brick.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, well, I don't find anything... I mean, I guess I find something useful in that we're way more... Now we know that we're way more fucked than we had originally anticipated.
Yep.
So I guess we'll switch back to the others then.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, you've entered this compound. You basically see the same things they do, except you're not on the main thoroughfare. You're kind of in a back alley area.
Okay.
Near a big concrete like built like maintenance building, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
You can
And
see like all the bungalows and the same stuff they saw.
okay. Can we see if like the power, like, can I see the power's off or in the, or would I not know?
Well, there's no lights on.
Fair enough.
I don't think you'd. It's daytime. I don't think you'd make much of that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, I guess I will. I mean, I guess I'll say like, well, maybe we can like find some like is there a radio tower around here or someone who maybe we can reach out to somebody, see if they'll help?
And he says, well, I know they have a control room in the visitor center. So maybe we should check there. It's that big pyramid-y weird building that looks like the one from Jurassic Park, which is a movie we've all seen.
I love that movie. Yeah. I've seen it.
Love that movie. I'm
5
not sure why
times.
you're bringing it up now. But,
Yeah. What a weird thing to mention. Anyway. Okay. I'll be like, yeah, no, like, let's go there right now. But I will like, Donovan will get really excited to run, but he'll kind of like stop himself because of what happened last time, and he'll be like, okay, and he'll be like trying to like tiptoe towards it.
yeah, you kind of tiptoe behind these buildings, and there is a big open stretch between the last bungalow and the visitor center,
Okay.
and you can hear that Carnotaur stomping around to your right.
Okay. So I guess... Wait, how close? Really close?
You can't see it, but
Okay.
it's pretty loud.
Okay. I'm not... I can't see it, so I don't know if I want... I don't think I want to do a hide. Let's see, what could I do? What are my abilities again? I know this. Cool. Okay, nothing I could do yet.
I'm good at random stuff and
Yeah.
wheeze.
Yeah. Help. Yeah.
Help.
Do I see the door to the control room ahead?
To the control room? Oh, you see the...
Or the maintenance room,
There's
whatever
a-
it was? Sorry, don't die.
I swallowed nothing.
Oh
I
no.
swallowed nothing incorrectly. Don't you hate it when you swallow air wrong?
It's great.
I was trying to
It's
show you the
actually really annoying.
glow, but
Hmm.
it only seems to glow when it's been sitting on a flat surface for a few seconds.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Well, there's the obvious glass front doors.
Yeah.
And there is a side door, but it has a big padlock on it. Like
Okay.
a metal side door. It looks like a maintenance door.
Okay.
Do you think you could maybe break that lock over there? I can't do much with this stick. This stick.
What? You stick? What do I look like? I don't have anything. I don't have any.
Hack at it with a
Thought I-
machete. Break the
work.
machete. Yeah.
Bell.
He says, I think we're just gonna have to try for the main door. If
Okay.
we're gonna get in there.
Yeah, I guess so.
We just gotta be either fast or quiet.
Okay.
Probably preferably quiet.
I like quiet. Quiet sounds good.
You were just telling a story about how you're good at quiet.
Yeah, I'm so good at it. Anyway, yeah.
Hide and Seek Champion 2024.
So
3
he's
years
gonna
strong.
kind of crouch out, like just a little bit at a time, moving, hoping that their vision is both based on movement. And
Yeah.
just kind of and like kind of
Okay.
scurrying around.
Yeah.
Give me a hide.
That's fair.
What was clever? Thank God. I'm gonna do one at a time because that seems to roll better. Fuck yeah, it does. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. 9.
All right.
Oh no. Someone else is
So-
exposed.
Yeah, you are kind of like shimmying along as you go, and you see the dinosaur, but it's not really looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like really close to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just your child instincts just override your logic, and
Yeah.
you just sprint the rest of the way.
No.
Yeah.
And the dinosaur definitely notices. It looks around, and
That's fair.
when Jonathan sees this, he stands up and he's like, "Hey!" Like to get the dinosaur's attention, and starts moving away from you.
Yeah.
And you do make it to the door,
Okay.
and
I'm
are
gonna.
able to slip inside.
All right. I was gonna say.
The
okay,
dinosaur is now looking directly at Jonathan.
Oh, my boy. My father figure.
And the other two have just seen or heard somebody open and close the front door.
Yep.
So, and you turn around and there's a fucking child.
With a big stick.
I immediately shoot him in the face with a ball. It's like, oh shit, child. It's the only
What's worse than dinos? A child.
And you and Corwin were just like insta-killing things. He did the exact same thing in the Cthulhu we did.
That was so
Give
fun,
him my
though.
knife, but he just won't take it.
He was like holding a knife at someone's throat, and she said something that he didn't like, and she's like, "I kill her."
It was awesome, but then it was so detrimental to us.
That was.
I had good reason because, you know,
She did try to like kill
basically-
us. Hmm.
She was
I was like,
summoning an
"Oh, shit,
eldritch
okay,
being."
well, how do I do that? Because I wasn't expecting someone's throat to get slit at point blank.
And you know what's a good story? Because Akemi has told that story about 9 separate times.
So good. It's so good.
Funny. It is a very good story. I love that whole sequence.
It was, and again, the best part was how it just completely fucked us over in the end.
Oh yeah. We were like, wow,
And then
we rolled so well. Now what?
And then you suddenly became obsessed with death, or
Breaking her
something.
jar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and then you broke the jar.
You were
Yeah.
like, oh,
Smash? Yes.
Amy just fixated. Amy just fixated on this jar, going like, "This is the key to the battle." It was not. The key
It
to
was
the
not.
battle.
But doing puzzles in video games has trained me for this exact moment, and I failed.
F5, F5, F5. Or is it F8 to reload? Whatever. I don't know, whatever.
I think
F5
in
saves. And F something.
F5, F5 to quick save, F9 to load from quick save.
F9 to
usually.
load, okay.
Alt F4 to shut the game down before it can autosave.
All right, Donny boy, what do you say as you rush into the room?
Oh my god, there's other people here! I'm gonna like grasp my stick and just run over. I'll be like, did you guys see the big thing, the big dino outside?
I'm as you say that, I'm imagining in the last episode of season 2 of Wheel of Time, and Matt has the knife on a stick, and he
Yeah.
just runs at Perrin with it and just like swings it around.
Yeah, exactly.
Be careful, buddy.
Oh my god, Perrin! Yeah.
Oh shit, you're dead now.
No. So I'll be pointing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, the big dinosaur. Oh, you mean the Carnotaurus, right?
I know my shit. I'm a paleontologist. Like, yeah, the Carnosaurus, that thing. Where did you guys come from? Do you know how to get off of this place? Off of this island?
We're trying to figure the same thing out.
Oh.
Where did you come from?
Well, I there was a giveaway with National Geographic, and I didn't win, but then I did find the winning ticket, so I was able to get on like he just starts rambling about this like stupid whatever.
You're under
giveaway
arrest for fraud.
thing. My eye like saucer eyes. He's like having a fucking panic attack. And I'll be like, and there was a nice pilot in Mr. Jonathan. He's out there with the dinosaur. I don't know.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
a dinosaur is bearing down on this man.
Yeah.
And is like a step or two from just
Yeah. We got
and he's
him.
standing there like with his machete, and you're
Machete.
just sitting there being like, yeah, so I won this thing. And
Look, he's a little ADHD, okay?
what was it? I knew I came into this room for something.
Yeah. What? Oh!
Oh shit. Hi.
We gotta go help him. He's right there. And I only have a stick.
I only have one arm, kid.
I'm gonna grab my bow.
Sick.
So
My stick and my arm. And my
you are
arm.
welcome to help. If if you want, There's not a good chance of actually being able to save him because of the time that's been spent introducing.
Chatting.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Like, basically, you go over, prepare to open the door.
And he's dead.
Oh, he's been chomped.
Yeah.
Close the door.
He's in
His
the
blood
air.
is on your hands, child.
So you're welcome to do what you want, but I feel like a reasonable adult would be like, "There's nothing we could do."
Yeah, he like
He
Donovan's just
killing
gonna start
NPCs.
like break down crying because he's like hyperventilating, being like, I don't know what to do.
I feel like the best thing we could do is just leave the vicinity of Ekami's character.
Well, she keeps killing NPCs at least. She just also keeps dying.
I'm sorry. Well, Allison's just on the bench chilling.
He's gained sunglasses somehow.
So Mr. Doctor, machine pilot.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Grimes.
Jonathan Grimes.
GG.
He just kind of like he does that like I accept my fate kind of thing.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
The dinosaur comes down and he just plunges his knife into the dinosaur.
Oh, what a bamf.
and
Nice.
Just sacrifices himself
Goes out
for
in
the
a
greater good.
blaze of glory. Alright.
And the dinosaur just like bellows and screams and just runs away. Like
Yeah, just
running away, trying to stumbling into buildings.
Oof. Alright.
Yeah.
Cool.
You solved my Carnotaurus riddle.
Have someone get eaten.
We're gonna find out later
Sacrifice
that
the
John
NPCs.
actually survived. He's just inside the Carnotaurus' mouth, just stabbing furiously.
We see the
I was gonna say, given what we've learned, maybe the Carnotaurus is a mecha, and now he's just piloting it.
Interesting.
That is one of the options. That is one of the options for setting up is robot dinosaurs.
Nice. So I'm probably gonna go over by like the tables and chairs and just like hug my toy dinosaur and just like sip my pop and like be like, Mr. Jonathan.
You knew this guy for like an hour.
And he was a
I mean,
best damn man I ever knew.
Better than my own father.
He left me when I
In a
was
way,
3.
he really was my father.
Yeah, this is when we're gonna learn that like my parents are divorced. My dad left me at age like 2.
Every child who's been to a dino park has divorced parents.
True.
And it was actually him. It was
Oh,
your actual dad.
yeah. Oh my God. Yep.
No. Long lost dad. No, that's too much.
Your last name isn't Mitchell. Your middle name is Grimes.
John's actually your stepdad.
I was gonna say it would be ridiculous to make him your father. No, he's actually your older brother, just from a like different different mother.
It'd be ridiculous if he was your father. He's actually your mother.
This is how I met her.
Well, I'm assuming we're still looking for information on how to get the hell out of Dodge.
How I Met Your Mother should have ended with, yeah, your test tube babies. You don't have a mother.
I never did.
You never did. That is actually the best way it could have ended.
Yeah, never did.
Fair, yeah.
What? So like through kind of like kind of sobs as Donovan's trying to like take longer breaths so he can calm himself a little bit.
Oh, shut up, kid.
He'll be like
Fuck
wiping his tear-strewn face, and he'll just be like, Mr. Johnson said that there was a maintenance tower with maybe a radio. It might be helpful to get there, but it's locked. I couldn't get in.
It's hammer time.
Stop.
Uh,
Hammer time.
Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum.
Um, so is this inside our current building or
I think it's another
outside?
building, right?
There's a control room that is
In this
attached to
building.
this building.
Okay,
You
yeah.
could get to it without going outside.
Oh, perfect. That's what the big map says.
I guess we go to this control room, right? Unless you have any objections, Daniel.
No. The only thing I can think of is maybe check out if this place has like a kitchen or something. Bait's always
Jello.
handy.
Yeah.
Jello.
Donovan's
Ice cream
eyes
is
light up.
probably gone bad by now.
He's like,
It's
ice
just got
ice
a
cream?
cabinet full of candy bars.
Yeah. Maybe I...
If it's gonna look at John or Donovan and just be like, and we're moving on.
Oh.
He works at a zoo. He doesn't like kids.
So, at this point, this meta aside, how late did you guys want to go?
Another half hour, probably.
Yeah.
I can usually start falling asleep around 10, so a half hour is probably a good aim.
I don't think we're gonna finish it
Yeah. Maybe one more session?
in half an hour.
Mm.
Probably one more
Unless we all
session.
rush outside, in which case we can be done this in like
Right, we would finish
5,
it if
10
you all
minutes.
died.
Yeah.
I mean, I can keep searching for things until I fail and just find a bomb that's on the verge of exploding.
Oh yes, the nuke. I knew I left it somewhere.
Ah,
That
yes.
also is a mechanic in the game.
The nuke route. Oh, well, yeah, with the... Isn't there some character like that? The
Oh shit!
engineer?
Oh yeah.
It's the scientist, I think.
This is a great time,
Ah.
I think, in the story for us to level up.
Hey, alright. I didn't know there was a leveling system. Nice.
To
So
advance.
you advance.
Ah.
So,
Okay. Ooh.
but
Okay.
this also comes with a problem.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll that problem.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go for Lizard Brain as my new special move.
Oh, is it choose one?
Yes.
Yeah. So as with Lizard Brain, if I roll a hit with Dinosaur Expert, instead of asking one of my questions, I may instill a simple emotion, fear, apathy, anger, etc., in a dinosaur using body language and sound.
Oh.
You become Professor X,
Nice.
but for dinosaurs.
But for dinosaurs.
Suddenly, the ground starts shaking.
Oh, what's that?
And it's like a full-on earthquake. Like everything's rattling, things are falling over. And then it kind of slows down. And you
Hear a
like,
thump as Allison falls off the counter.
yeah, that happens.
I'll look around, I'll be like, who's that? What?
Fucking dead woman there. Why do you guys have a dead woman? And
Why don't
yeah, why don't you? And you kind of look outside to figure out what the fuck just happened, and there is some very ominous-looking smoke coming from the top of the tallest mountain.
Ooh. It is something
Well,
erupting?
Where's my pen?
maybe soon, but I mean, you never really know with these things. It could happen in an hour, it could happen a week from now. So,
Yeah.
You guys
not
have a
really much
countdown
we
now.
can do about it,
What'd you say,
other
Benji?
than get the hell out.
You guys have an eruption countdown now.
Oh no! Okay.
I guess that's one way to make sure we don't go to session 4.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Okay.
Why don't we make you hurry the fuck up?
The fuck off the island or die. Okay.
So we said we were gonna either find the control room or the kitchen. Do we want to do the classic dumb thing and split up?
With 3 people?
Well, I mean,
Go find the kitchen.
I-
We're gonna go this way. I figured we'd head towards the control room.
Just for
and if we
urgency.
spot, like signs for the kitchen.
We'll
or the
pop in.
alley,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
mean, it's pretty easy for you to find the kitchen. It's well marked.
Cool.
Not even gonna make you roll for that.
Alright.
Where are the candy bars?
I desire Snickers.
Do we search the kitchen? I guess.
If you
Yeah.
want.
Did
Yeah,
you want me to roll scavenge?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, whoever's scavenging can tell a story.
Uh,
One person, preferably.
who's got?
It is whoever's the best position. I've got a +2 to my clever.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
both,
then,
so
yeah.
You can tell a story.
Yeah, finding some meat is my idea. Just gotta find out what my story listings are. 'Cause yeah.
Strangest food you've eaten?
Mm.
I love that idea, actually.
There's one time
Man, I have eaten man. No.
the most dangerous game. Turns out he's actually just a psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, you do what you do. Yeah, so the strangest thing that I've eaten was, ironically enough, also in India. It was actually earlier on that
Indian
trip.
curry.
Yep, just about Indian monkey brain curry. It was monkey brain.
I feel like that's not that odd.
It's a little odd.
Ever had deer brain pudding?
Yes.
Is it any good? I've never had it.
No. It's got like the consistency of bad jello and the taste of like gray meat. Like, it's not very good.
Sounds like a delicacy.
It you know another word for delicacy?
Most foods that aren't very good are delicacies. Somewhere.
Yeah, they don't eat it very often. I wonder why. Yeah, we were invited on that same trip to dine with some upper class Indian folk as part of our little excursion. I was pretty young at the time when we were all invited. I was basically the lowest man on the totem pole. And like 3 separate people all made me eat their monkey brain because they didn't even want to try it. They were all the older guys. They were like, nah, we've been through this. Good luck, kiddo. It was one of the strangest and worst things I've ever eaten.
Anyway, here's something that resembles brains, but is not, but isn't.
Donovan's listening. He's like, I think I lost my appetite.
And that was a 8. Sorry, I forgot I had a +2. I almost said 7. It was an 8 to scavenge.
All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you find you're looking for meat, right? You find a freezer, a fridge full of meat. Like, it seems it's not fresh. Like, it's been in there for a little bit, but it doesn't seem rotten. Like, whatever happened here didn't happen that long ago.
But the freezer's unpowered, basically, and it's
But the freezer's not
Yeah.
powered, so it is starting to go off. And you can pretend that no dinosaurs hurt you if you want.
It's fine. I can run faster than a kid.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're a bigger meal.
This is true. But you don't have to run faster than the bear. You just have to run faster than the slowest person. See, I'm gonna try and like bag some of this meat so it doesn't just give off a bunch of smell as we're walking through the fucking jungle. And we can
Any
keep
canned
heading
food
on.
or any other supplies that we might find useful? Because I'm assuming we're maybe hungry.
I mean, yeah, there's like canned stuff, and there's like Cheez-Its and shit, like little packets. Like there's all sorts of food. You
yes.
can take as much as you like.
Sick.
Grab them and eat some food. Regain
no.
some strength.
Yeah, I'll have some Cheez-Its.
Man, now I want Cheez-Its.
Hungry.
Me too. Hmm?
I thought you weren't hungry.
Yeah, but then she
Yeah, but then I found Cheez-Its.
I guess we keep going to the control room.
Yeah.
Did we? Nobody said anything, so I assume we've just left Allison. lying
Yeah, I
for
think she's
after
just down there.
Oh yeah, I think we all heard a thump and went, well,
Fuck that
it's
shit.
not just gonna get up, so...
I mean, if
So-
we put her back on the counter, there could be another earthquake. Like, this is really, when you think about it, it's the sensible option.
She's safest where she is.
So I will
On the
say,
floor.
you have no obligation to lug her around with you, but if you don't, she will just die at the end of the game. If you do, then she will live at the end of the game. If you
Yep.
manage to get her out.
If it's any consolation, I have more connection to Donovan.
And if you put her head in the extraction point, she'll respawn. Never
Alright,
mind.
well, I guess we.
That
make
was a
our way
repo
over-
reference.
No, I have not played that. That's one of the new games, right?
Is that
Oh,
new?
what?
The new co-op horror games repo.
Yeah, it's very good. It's actually a good one.
Nice. It looks fun.
Is that the one with the little bean man?
I think so.
Yeah, the little robot boys.
Yeah.
They're so fucking funny and
They're so
cute.
silly.
And silly.
I keep
Love
seeing
'em.
gifs from that. I saw one today where you're being like chased by a giant skull and a bunch of them hid under a desk.
Mhm.
And one of them just got bored, started blaring a song, and sprinted out of the room. But it was on like distance talk, so you just heard the song slowly get quieter.
Unfortunately, I wasn't recording this, but the best moment I had in that game is we were playing with a bunch of us. We installed a mod to let us have more than 6 players, so there's like 8 of us. And it's pretty busy when there's 8 people.
Yeah.
But at one point, we discovered that we could pick up one of the monsters, and if there's enough of us, we could like throw them, like smash them onto the ground and like kill them.
Oh.
So we're just like went like blood crazy, just like fucking get him. Just like everybody's just grabbing these monsters and smashing them. Like, you came from our fucking neighborhood.
That's very good.
Curse off his
Hierarchy.
ass.
Jeez.
It was very funny.
Very nice.
You had to be there. I mean,
Yeah.
It's pretty funny no matter what, because you're like being chased by all these giant creatures. You just see the small one and you're like, yeah, we could die. But you're going to.
oh man.
Alright, into the control room, my friends.
And we go.
Donovan.
I think we should pause here.
Yeah.
We're close enough to time.
I'm my brain's short circuiting. So
Oh no, that's fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Better not to short circuit. And honestly, it's a good point. We've got the countdown going. It's suspenseful.
Yeah. We've left the meat sack behind.
I feel like we're in Act 3 now. So
Yeah. One more session sounds good.
I mean, of a short movie, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Of a short and low budget film.
Mhm.
Questionable acting.
That was good though.
Nobody died, so we're
Yeah.
well, nobody important died.
I don't have to make another character. Fuck yeah.
Fully
what do you
expected one
mean
of us
nobody
to die.
important? Or
Sorry?
Jonathan.
I fully expected one of us to die. Either Lauren or I. Just be like, player character death every game.
Hey boo.
I mean,
Mr. Bull.
I made a good and my rolls were piss poor today, so I gave it a good go.
Yeah.
You
I don't know what
decided to
Did
haul
I go
my
too
ass
easy on you guys? Or no, it was the power of friendship that saved you.
Power of friendship and Jonathan sacrificing himself.
Say, and this gun I found.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jonathan works too.
Jonathan sacrificing himself twice for you.
Hey, Mr. Bull.
Jonathan and the candy bar sacrifice.
Yes.
Yeah, we did roll a lot less this time, which honestly is fine because I feel like we got through a lot more of like the story.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It was good.
Yeah, so he was gonna sacrifice himself before Donovan threw the candy bar.
Yeah. I'm glad he actually lived longer because I quite liked him.
Me too. Me too. I liked him too.
Oh, Johnny.
Which is weird because he had like 4 minutes of personality prep. Like he's
That's
just
fair.
a guy.
He's just a guy who's annoyed by
Just
this.
a guy who's willing to die for a child, and what more can you ask?
Just men.
Just men.
Just innocent men.
guys being dudes.
Nice.
That makes that for some reason remind me of what have I done?
I just built a whole Jeep.
That's my boy.
No, my boy.
What the hell?
For the help.
Yeah, I think if Jonathan sacrificed himself to the Raptors, I don't know if Donovan would have made it into the building with the
God
cars.
fucking no way. This boy would be having a panic attack. Consistently.
Yeah, you might have gotten away from them with your zap stick.
Held them off, yeah. But that's a big
Well, it
baby.
might have frightened them away.
Yeah.
Most predators, pack predators, especially if they like, if something has teeth, they kind of just back off. They're like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I will say the lore that we found that they're trying to weaponize
Yeah.
these dinosaurs. Because I was like, we haven't really met any herbivores so far, have we?
You have. That was the first dinosaur you met.
Yeah.
But it was.
Yes,
I mentioned
it was
it
in the distance.
passing.
Yeah.
The Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, at least that explains why there's a
Majority.
bias,
Yeah.
a population bias on the island.
I really want to throw a Therizinosaur in there because I love those things.
You
Which
totally can.
Therizinosaur. They're they're herbivorous theropods
with giant fucking claws.
with enormous claws,
Oh.
like literally Wolverine claws.
Oh, it's the one that I forgot the name of it, but that was the one that I mentioned earlier that could give itself an lobotomy by picking its nose.
Oh.
They're in actually one of the newest Jurassic World movies, and
I
they
thought so.
are hilarious in that movie.
Oh yeah, it's in the latest one, isn't it? The
Dominion?
Dominion, yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrifying in that though.
Oh, yeah, they did an excellent job with that one. Honestly,
That was horror. Like
the sixth
Yeah.
is probably my favorite for the first one in the Jurassic Park series.
It was really, it
the
was pretty
first
solid.
time I learned, I think the first one was pretty good too. It's just the second one sucked. It put everybody
Okay.
off.
Oh, the second
It's
was
like
awful.
the first one, the sixth one. The second and third are basically one for me because
Oh, sorry, I meant first Jurassic World, but yeah.
okay, sorry, yeah, Jurassic series. The first one was just the fourth one was just the first one again, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
With
did
more
the
of a,
Star Wars
We're
treatment.
Universal now kind of spin.
Yeah.
So my first introduction to the Therizinosaur was through Ark.
Oh,
The
okay.
game.
Yeah. Ark Survival or whatever. Yeah.
So I didn't know what this thing was. And if you come across a Therizinosaur in the wild, just by accident, like here's a fucking Therizinosaur, fucking hell, that's terrifying. Like, what the fuck is that? And why does it have Wolverine claws? And is it going to eat me?
Yeah.
Why does this thing have fingers? And why am I dead?
Yeah.
was a
Ark
good
is one of
session.
those other games that I'd love to get around to play, but fine.
True.
You also
I
need
think
to have a computer that can basically like render the equivalent of a lot.
Oh yeah, that game is pretty resource intensive.
Yeah.
And it's 350 gig, I think, to download.
Good
something
lord.
like that. Actually, I'm curious. It's something around that. Exit Steam. Start Steam. Steam's graphical context gets fucked up sometimes after you start it.
Also, I wanted to let you know too about like when Donovan was like ready to was spouting up the animal facts. I had web pages up of like 101 greatest animal facts. I was ready to just spew them. Did you know this,
It's only
this,
130 gig.
Only.
Only.
That's still pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Hey Donovan, what do you call
It's
a flying dinosaur? It should be. It's also one of the dumbest jokes in Jurassic Park.
Oh, did you know?
Do you think he saw us?
Yeah.
Oh no, I love that one. That's not a dumb joke. That's a very fun joke.
It's a fun joke, but it's one of those. Yeah, that's a fun.
What was
bastard.
the answer?
Did
Did
you
you think he
know?
saw
Did
us?
you think he saw us?
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you call it? Blind dinosaur's dog.
Did you think he saw us, Rex?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking to Akemi's mom this weekend, and she found out just how many times I've seen the first one and what age I started watching it at.
You were young.
Very. She gave me a couple of side eyes after that.
After we did the watch party of it, like 3 days later, we made my sister watch it.
Nice.
Or we watched it with the family because my sister had never seen it. She liked it.
Good.
It's excellent. It holds up.
I think she went into it thinking this is just going to be a Jurassic World film, but older. But it's not. It's a completely different vibe. It's
Yeah.
just a good movie.
Yeah.
We keep coming back to this every time I talk about Jurassic Park, which is surprisingly often. But I am unfortunately very hyped for the game that's coming out.
The game?
First-person survival game.
Isn't that out? Or am I wrong?
What first-person survival game?
There's a Jurassic Park game.
Yeah.
Because there was another one coming out published by Annapurna. That
Now I gotta look
looks.
this up.
It's a survival horror dinosaur game.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah. You play as like a Indian female researcher that's trying to survive the fall of Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park Survival.
Yeah, no, it's not that one. It's on my wish list. Let me look. Wish list. I am thinking of The Lost Wild.
The Lost... Oh, it's just called The Lost Wild. I see.
Mm-hmm.
An immersive and cinematic dinosaur game that captures the
Don't know
reverence.
Lost Wild.
Yeah? That's coming out?
It's still planned release date to be announced. It's made by Great Ape Games, who don't have any other games, so maybe it'll never happen. But
Fair.
its
It
publisher is
looks
apparently
nice.
Annapurna.
Looks kind of fun.
I've seen some of the dev stuff for this.
Oh.
It looks terrifying in the like videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started as like one dude making the models for this, having them like chase the camera through like houses and stuff, and it looked wild then. I'm looking at the pictures now on Steam, and that looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jurassic Park Survival, which is a super basic name, but
One of the
I'm hyped for it.
one of the few horror games that I'm like I would totally play this. So what is it? Jurassic?
Jurassic Park
Jurassic Park
Survival.
Survival. See, whereas I'm on the other hand, and I will play only horror games and be happy. Which is very unfortunate for Ebony. She won't play
Oh,
them.
this one's also to be announced.
Yeah, that one's coming out.
Yeah.
Why does everybody want to be scared?
Mm-hmm.
So it basically looks like they saw the other one and then we're like, yeah, we can make that faster.
A little bit.
Maybe.
And with a license. Saber Interactive.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Oh, they make SnowRunner.
Jurassic Park Survival, they saw basically Alien Isolation and went, what if dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Which I really like Isolation. It's like one of the only games that I streamed while I was still streaming. So I'm all about it. But
Ghostbusters the video game remastered. What?
gross.
Oh, they made
It's very positive reviews.
they made Evil Dead the game, which was popular for
they're,
a time.
So they
Very
make
short time.
Yeah.
video game, or they make movie tie-ins.
Movie games, yeah. Cute. Intriguing. Okay.
A Quiet Place.
So yeah, you heard it here,
So
folks.
they do-
Two
they do have
dinosaur
horror,
survival games. You can. I am getting tired.
I started making a new game recently just because I wanted to play.
Because you wanted.
I wanted to play it, so I decided to start making it.
Best reason to start making a game. You want to play it.
That's why I started making most of the games that I have made. I mean, not that I've ever finished one, but tell you what though, it's one that requires it has a lot of objects in it. It's from a very basic level. At a very basic level, it's mining asteroids in an asteroid cloud. But it requires like hundreds of thousands of models, which is you have to really like carefully consider how to handle that in the engine to not be laggy. Like you have to really focus on like when things are loaded. Like for instance, one of the challenges I had to overcome was I was just generating meshes on the fly, which in general is fine. It doesn't take very long. But when you have, I think at the moment when I run it, it makes about 900,000 asteroids.
Wow.
That's 900,000 unique mesh resources. And 900,000 unique colliders. So I was like, wait, this is wrong. This is not good. So what I did is I generate like 100 total, and I add that to a list, and that's my pool that I can pull from, and then I just grab those at random. So, and that works significantly better because there's only 100 meshes.
Nice. Cute.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Well,
It might be
I think that's
bedtime for me.
a good summary. Of
Two
what
Can
else
Play
you can do.
says this could be a fun joint stream sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Just gotta figure out if they'll join us for another one. Maybe do a one shot.
Yeah,
Who
well
could-
then, Two Can Play is the
The duo, the husband and
duo?
wife,
Okay,
yeah.
Two Can Play. Are you in Amy's Discord?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Both of them are.
Also-
Aquasun actually just joined. Yeah.
We know two.
pretty cool.
Wait, this isn't a rebranded. What were those two named?
No,
Wolf
they've
Tickles.
no.
It's different. It's a
Different people.
duo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we know two duos.
Yeah, I actually met Tuke and play
Custom
through
waifus.
YouTube because I found their Let's Plays on there, and I think I commented once or something. And then they found me, and then I joined their Discord, and they joined mine.
So I am. I'm gonna invite you to. Is that two?
There'll be Aquasun and Tuke can Play Gaming. I think those are both the names. Or you can just say Tuke can Play Gaming, and that'll get both of them. But
So I'll invite you to that server. Invite. And then T for two can play. Because I'm in streamer mode, I can only see the first letter of people's names.
yeah, just do it after.
I'll do it once I stop streaming.
Yeah.
You will be getting an invite. So if you're getting an invite. Yeah, I think that's the duo that you played Mario Kart with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super nice.
Heads up. She's talked about you quite a bit.
Well, thank you everyone for hanging out and watching.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was fun, Bedroom. It was a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's time to send Ekami to bed, though.
Yep. I'm
Gonna
gonna
fall asleep
pass
for
the
a
fuck
minute.
out. I woke up super early. Thanks everybody.
Thanks for watching. I still don't have an end stream screen.
I do. Goodbye.
Black.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Benji. Bye, friends.
Bye.